Hello, my beautiful people. My name is Kristen. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Today is my day off and it's house cleaning day, but I have a stack of books that I hauled from Barnes & Noble. My mother-in-law gave me a gift card for my birthday in November, and I just this past week got a chance to go over, and I should have probably set it up where I just browsed and looked for books that appealed to me. But I didn't. I was looking for specific books, and then I got the ones I could find, and then I went online and got a couple other ones that I really wanted. So I just kind of wanted to, I realized there was several books that I was kind of really wanting to read. So I have picked those up, and I did not get a chance to film my spin, my number 5 spin that was created by Rick Macdonald. I can put his channel below for you. But what I decided to do was, because I didn't have time to film it or whatever, I was just going to go to my TBR fiction stack and just count down the first spin and read that book. I am in the middle of Middlemarch, which is a pretty hefty book. So I really only wanted to add one more book because I haven't even read my new release yet. So my number 8, which was the number that was spun, book on my TBR was The Keeper of Lost Things by Ruth Hogan. And this is a book that I think I picked up. It was a used book, so I'm pretty sure I got this at the library sale. And it is the premise that a gentleman passes away and his assistant, his business assistant, takes over his legacy that he would like to try to find the owner of things that were lost. So if he found a watch or a pocketbook or, brooch or whatever, it would be his life quest to somehow try to track that person down. So anyway, I thought that was an interesting read. I had no intention of actually reading this anytime soon. So now I will be reading it after I finish Middlemarch, and then after I finish my new release of the month, which was The Magnolia Palace by Fiona Davis, which I'm super excited about because I just loved her book, The Address. So I look forward to reading this one. So I'm going to finish Middlemarch. I got about 250 pages left of that. Read this one, and then I'll read this one, and we'll see if I can do that before the end of the month. If not, it will go into my February reading, and I will definitely finish those two. So let me show you what I got at Barnes & Noble. I got, look at the sun. Here comes the sun. We'll shut the curtain. I got Mrs. Delaway by Virginia Woolf. My friend Michelle Escalin at Books Cause Insomnia had read this one and said it was really good, and I had enjoyed struggling through her book, The Waves. I thought it was really interesting, and I loved the style of how she had divided that book out. But to be perfectly honest, I felt like a lot of it was over my head, and maybe I was the kind of person that needed commentary or some kind of explanation. But I'm hoping this one, is a little more grasping for me. But we'll see. I might look up some comments on it. I also picked up another Fiona Davis, The Dollhouse, which actually, I think this was the one that I might have been originally looking at before she had another one that came out that I also picked up, Lions of Fifth Avenue. So this one got really good book reviews, but I think this is the first one I was ever looking for at a used bookstore, and that's when I picked up The Address because they didn't have this one, but they had that one. And then this one came out to a lot of accolades and good reviews, and now I've got that. So I've got 3 of hers now, although I don't plan necessarily on reading those 2 right away unless you leave me a comment below that tells me I should. This one is definitely going to be read in the next couple months, Thunderhead. This is the second book in the Scythe series. This is a young adult series about a evolved society where we no longer die, and so in order to do population control, the Scythe have to come along and decide whose life is up, and they do it in a number of different ways, and it's interesting to hear the philosophy and go along. Late to the party but wanted to join was The Song of Achilles. Heard such good things about this. I did just read the Iliad in the previous year. So I think it's still fairly fresh in my mind, and I will really look forward to reading that one. I also picked up The Prisoner of Heaven, Carlos Zafran. This is the third in the trilogy of the Library of Forgotten Books. And so the premise is there's a mysterious library. Each person chooses a book that chooses them, and then it's how it plays out and ties in. So this is the third one. I really, really enjoyed the first one. The second one was okay. I enjoyed it. And I look forward to the third one. And then on the recommendation of Murphy Napier, I picked up the Ember Blade. She gave a really awesome review on this book, talking about its comparisons to some of the other high fantasy books, Tolkien in particular, and it just sounded, I'm pretty particular about my fantasy, but the way she described this one sounded really intriguing, and like I wanted to pick it up. I really don't know anything else beyond I trust her good reviews. And honestly, I haven't loved everything that she has recommended that I have tried, but enough that I listened to her. So if any of these books here, I'm definitely reading the first two, but if any of these books here that I'm talking about appeal to you and you want me to read them sooner rather than later, let me know. This one I'm definitely going to read in the next couple of months. That one I'm putting on the top of the pile, but any of the others, if you want me to bump them up, just let me know. We'll see what it goes. And I think I might decide pretty quick what my goals are going to be for February and post those, but I'm going to leave some spaces open, so maybe we can fit in a couple others in a creative way. I appreciate it. I'm going to go back to putting these away, finish cleaning my house, and see if I even have time to go to the gym tonight. Finish with a bang, get everything done. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you're reading. Take care. Have an awesome day. I appreciate you stopping by. Like and subscribe. Take care.